Welcome back to Vegas, everybody. I'm Matt Peralt from SB Nation Radio here for another week of college football picks on playpicks.com. Remember, right at the top, playpicks.com/bonus. Playpicks.com/bonus. You're going to go there and you're going to get all the best New Jersey online sports books for signups and those awesome no deposit bonuses. Very important, no deposit bonuses. Playpicks.com/bonus. Playpicks.com/bonus. All right. So we're 20-13. Last week, our first losing week. Not great, right? We were rolling, and then I got a little cocky with some of the totals and told you to grab a couple of totals that didn't hit and went 2-3. So look, I've had much better weeks, but that's not too bad for our first losing week here on PlayPicks to actually have a 2-3 mark. So hopefully we're getting back on the track here. Hopefully we're getting back. I'm going to stay away from the totals this week. I'm going to kind of let this play out. I got 4 picks. I'm going with 2 favorites. I'm going with 2 dogs, and I'm going to roll with a couple of Big Ten and Pac-12 football games. Let's start number 1 with Oregon. Every week, it seems like we're picking Oregon. I don't really know why, or picking the game involving Oregon. It just seems like they're always in a spot that I like. Maybe I like the green. I don't know. I like picking the Ducks, or at least games involving the Ducks. I'm picking this game because of where the game's being played, Washington State. So if you've watched College Game Day, you know that the Washington State flag has been flown in every single live shot since Game Day began doing those campus appearances. I don't know how many they've done. They've done a lot. But this is the first time they're ever going to Pullman, Washington. It's not easy to get to Pullman, Washington. It's not a very picturesque place, yet Game Day is going to be there for number 12 Oregon hosting or on the road at number 25 Washington State. The line here, Wazoo -3. This is an offense for Washington State that is electric, one of the best in the country. I have taken Oregon in a couple of different games. Last week, took them to win outright against Washington. They did. I'm not a big fan of Washington, as you guys probably know. If you've watched this video for a while, you know I'm not a very big fan of the Washington Huskies. More on them in a second. But I am going to roll here with Washington State. Home favorite, home crowd, big passing offense. I think they're going to put up a lot of points here in this football game. I don't hate the over. It's probably going to be a lean. Want to roll with the over here, but my pick. Washington at home -3. The Ducks have been at home with Stanford in Washington. They've been given a favorable schedule. I know they have an NFL caliber quarterback, and I know their offense is really, really good, but their defense is not very good. It's just not. Washington State's got an offense. They've got big arms, big playmakers, the mad scientist for a head coach. I'm going to roll with Wazoo here with all the emotion of College Game Day being there. Wazoo 1-0. With the Game Day crew being on campus. I'll take them outright to win it and cover that 3-point line. Number 2, speaking of Washington, Colorado at Washington. I don't mean to pick on the Huskies here, but it just seems like Las Vegas and the sports books in New Jersey and the books in the country, they really, really like Washington. They keep on expecting Washington to be this powerhouse offensive team with Jake Browning. They keep on expecting to blow people out, to go ahead and put up big numbers offensively and just crush people. Okay, they did it against BYU, but other than that, have they done that? They have not done that. So why are the lines still gigantic for Washington each and every week? Washington at home. I know they blew up BYU in Seattle. I get that it's tough to play in Seattle, but 16.5 points? 16.5? No, way too many. The Colorado offense is good, high potent, can score with pretty much anybody in the country, especially anybody in the Pac-12. Washington wins by 10. I'll give them the double-digit win. I think the Buffs keep this game within 2 touchdowns. They cover that 16.5 point line. I'll take Colorado on the road. Washington just isn't a team that scares me. I don't think they're a juggernaut. And I think Jake Browning is a good college quarterback, not an elite pro quarterback. By this point in his career in the college game, there's enough tape and film on this guy to know what he does. I'll take Colorado plus the 16.5. I'm not going to lay 16.5 points with Washington. Number 3 for our pick 4 games. 4 games we're picking. Let's go to the Big Ten. Ohio State at Purdue. Ohio State -13 in this one. This is going to be a whale of a football game and a whole lot of fun. So we've seen TCU put some yardage up on Ohio State. We've seen other teams also throw the football on Ohio State. I think Purdue is going to be able to move the ball on Ohio State, but I just think the number is right. I like the number at 13. I think Ohio State's about 2 touchdowns better than Purdue, and I think that they just have more playmakers. Look, this is a game where last year in this spot, it was Iowa. Ohio State, middle of the year, on the road. Everything's going so wonderfully for the Buckeyes, and then bam, Iowa got them. Everyone's been talking about this, going, this is the Iowa game. This is the Iowa game. Well, the thing that made the Iowa game special and, well, why it happened, nobody was talking about the Iowa game. Now everyone's talking about the Purdue game, saying, you got to be careful. Look out for Purdue, that passing offense. Here comes no, it doesn't work like that, okay? Upsets have to be sneaky. This is not sneaky when the public is taking the points, and Purdue is a very, very public wager right now. All of a sudden, everyone's saying, I'm taking Purdue plus the points. Home team, home dog, love it. Sorry, I'm taking the team with the better athletes, better coach, and more to play for because they're playing for a chance for the playoffs. I like Ohio State here to go in there, get a big win in West Lafayette, and get a W for the Buckeyes. And for me, I think we'll know pretty quick and pretty early if this game's going to be a dogfight all night or a straight blowout with the Buckeyes knocking the tail off Purdue. If Purdue gets the football and they move the ball in their first couple of series, we'll be in for a ball game because the Buckeyes are going to score on Purdue. That defense cannot stop the athletes that Ohio State has. On the other side, Ohio State's defense is okay. It's not elite. It's not amazing. It's good enough. But Purdue should be able to move the ball. If they're going to be in it, we're talking about a game probably somewhere Ohio State in the upper 40s and probably Purdue in the lower 30s. I just think the Buckeyes, too much talent, lay the 13 points and take Ohio State. Fourth and finally here on our pick segment, we're going to talk about Michigan at Michigan State. Rivalry games, huh? Rivalry games are always tough because you have passion, brother versus brother, teammate from high school versus teammate from high school, a lot of passion, a lot of anger. But there's something going on with Michigan right now that's a little interesting. And defense travels. You could make the case that Michigan has the best defense in college football. And for that reason, the 7-point line is very, very coverable. Sure, it's a word, right? Coverable. That to me is the number. If this was a 10-point line, I wouldn't take this. If this was double digits, I would never touch this. I would go with the dog. But I think the line is right. And the line being 7 points. Michigan's offense can't do a ton, but they'll do enough. Michigan's defense, my goodness gracious, you are not throwing or running on this defense right now for Michigan. It's the best defense in the country. Coach Harbaugh has gotten that defense to that elite level. He was supposed to get the offense there, but the defense is really there. So Michigan State had a tough time running the football. They can throw, but nobody throws on Michigan. I just don't think Michigan State can score enough. I think this is a low-scoring game. This is a slobber knocker, if you want to steal an old term. This is a beat you up, game in the trenches, pound the rock, neither team scoring a bunch. I could see like a 14-3 type of ending to this football game. I just don't see a ton of points here between either team scoring, but 7 points is a good number. If you can get it at 6.5, I really like Michigan here. Minus 6.5. 7, I'll still lay it. I'll still take Michigan minus the 7 on the road against Michigan State. I still think Michigan should win out and should, playing all the way until Ohio State. And then that game will be to see who plays in the Big Ten championship game. But a couple of weeks away from that game. So to recap here, I like Washington State minus the 3 at home against Oregon, Colorado. Plus 16.5 on the road at Washington, Ohio State minus 13 at Purdue, and Michigan at Michigan State. I'll take the Wolverines minus 14. Really have fun with that. Gardner Minshew is going to throw a ton of yards. How about this stat real quick? Gardner Minshew throwing for over 400 yards in 4 of his last 5 games, 19 touchdown passes to 4 picks. Whoa. Oregon, I think you're in trouble. I think Washington State's going to have a really big game and a big time win for them. Remember, playpicks.com/bonus. Playpicks.com/bonus for all the best New Jersey online sportsbook signups and those great no deposit bonuses. No deposit bonuses are phenomenal. I'm Matt Peralt from Estimation Radio. We're back next week for another great week of picks here on playpicks.com. Best of luck in all your picks.